Well, we're here, the Dvar Malchus Shir of this week, the week of the portion of Teruma. The Rebbe says that every single Jew is gold, meaning that everyone has the importance and has the essence of Hashem within us, and therefore this is what gives us the power to build the Mishkan in the desert, as we see. We read about in this week's parasha, but in general, to make a dwelling place for Hashem, Vasuli Migdash v'Shochanti b'Seicham, a dwelling place not only in a structure but also within each and every one of us, the Jewish nation. And the main thing the Rebbe says is that it should be in a manner of happiness, in a manner of joy, because we see that Teruma is usually, the portion of Teruma is usually the portion that is read together with the arrival of Rosh Chodesh Adar, and like it states, Misha in the Shulchan Aruch, in the Jewish Code of Law, Misha Nichnas Adar Marbim B'Simcha, and since we need to be B'Simcha, so it says, Ein Adam Shar Shira Ela Mitach Simcha. When a person sings a song, it is only through the fact that the person is in happiness, in a mode of joy. So, having said this, Vahi b'mei Achashverosh, Vahi b'mei Achashverosh, Melech me'aydo ve'yadkush sheva v'simumei ha'medina sheva v'simumei ha'medina Mishem nichnas adai Mishem nichnas adai Mishem nichnas Melech HaMoshiach le'olam vo'echi Adonenu Reinu ve'Avenu Melech HaMoshiach le'olam vo'echi Adonenu Reinu ve'Avenu Melech HaMoshiach le'olam Baruch Hashem, we're on the right track. The track of Simcha. And as far as the Dvar Malchus is concerned, it's just that the crown doesn't fit good on my head, so I'm putting it on my hat. I hope. No, let's put it on my head. I'll have to grow a larger head, but with the time. Oh, something like this. Yeah. Anyway, anything to get everyone smiling. That's the saying. In the Dvar Malchus this week, we're talking about the reply that the Rebbe gives in honor of the blessings that were given to the Rebbe at before Pesach for the Rebbe's birthday, the 11th of the Hebrew month of Nisan. So in the hard copy, we're on page 37. Page 37, Ois Dalet. And on the PDF, in the PDF file, so we're on page 5. Ois Dalet, of course. And the Rebbe says as follows. V'yaseir mizu, and furthermore, in order for the blessings of the Holy One, blessed be He, which are beyond measurement and limitations, they should be able to be received in an inner manner by the children of Israel. It's clear that also by them, by the children of Israel, there must be the two concepts, or at least two similar concepts that we mentioned above, which were the ish, the concept of being a human being, Eloikim, and also being godly. And we must say, says the Rebbe, al pi hayadua, according to that which is known, that each and every individual from the Jewish nation, yesh bechinas Moshe shebei, has the concept, or has the factor of Moshe within us, each and every one of us. Kamuvan midivrei Gemara, as it's clear from the words of the Talmud, al pasuk on the verse, ve'ato Yisrael, and now, O Israel, ma Hashem Elokecha shoyal meimach. What is Hashem, your Hashem, asking of you? Ki im li yira es Hashem Elokecha, more than to have reverence for Hashem, your Hashem. Atu, comes the Talmud and says about this verse, these are the words of Moshe Rabbeinu to the nation of Israel. The Talmud says as follows: Atu yira milsa zutrasahi. Is reverence a small thing by you? In other words, that's not something that comes easy to revere Hashem. In comes the Talmud and says, yes, it does come easy. How? Legabe Moshe milsa zutrasa. In regard to Moshe Rabbeinu, it's a minor factor. It's a small thing. V'kevan shekol nefesh v'nefesh mi beis Yisrael, and since each and every soul from the house of Israel, yesh ba mibchinas Moshe Rabbeinu lav sholem, possesses the factor of Moshe Rabbeinu, of blessed, may be in peace. Lochen kishem she'inyanim elu. Therefore, just as these factors Hoyu etzel Moshe existed by Moshe, in other words, he was Ish and also Elokim. She'etzloi harez zutasa. As far as Moshe Rabbeinu is concerned, these are minor, or these are small things. They're not anything complicated. To be a human being and at the same time to be a man of God. Comes the Rebbe and says, so also this becomes a small thing, a minor factor, a minor thing to achieve by each and every Jew. Anoshim, noshim, v'taf, men, women, and children, ad seif kol aderes, to the end of generations. Ad shezepel alav, to the extent that it comes and it has an effect upon the individual, ba'avidase b'feyal, in regard to one's actual service to Hashem. Kehem shechakosuv, as the continuation of the verse goes, ve'ato Yisrael, and now, O Israel, loleches b'chol drochav, to walk in all His ways, in all of Hashem's ways, uli'av Yisrael, and to love Him, v'la'avedes Hashem Elokecha gemer, and to serve Hashem, your Hashem. Lishmer es mitzvahs Hashem gemer, to observe the commandments of Hashem. And this is part and parcel of what? Something that is not rendered to be difficult It's not a mission impossible. Not only is it not a mission impossible, not only is it possible, but it becomes something of the natural habitat of each and every Jew. It's within the possession of every Jew to obtain. And from this it's understood just as we see by Moshe Rabbeinu that he possessed these two concepts of being human and also being godly. For it is through this that he is the intermediating connector between the blessings from above and the children of Israel below. Similarly, there is also Efes Katseu v'Shemitz Mineu. There is something of, and even to the slightest of existence, but it does exist. Etzel kol echad ve'echad miYisrael, by each and every Jew. We have it in the most minutest of manners, but it's there by you and me and by each and every Jew. Kidulakaman, as will be explained further on. And this gives him, each and every one of us, the koyach, the power, lekabel es habrochos b'shleimus, to receive the blessings in their most complete manner. Al pize muven oidyeser, and according to this, it's even more clear. Ketzad mizmer tzadik, how the chapter 90 of Psalms, Tfilo lemeisha, koilel es kol habrochos kulam, includes all the blessings, all of them together. For in addition to the fact that through the prayer to Moshe, all the blessings are drawn down to the children of Israel, down here in this mundane world, there is the factor of Moshe within each and every Jew of the Jewish nation, over Melech, and therefore, Tfilas Moshe, the prayer of Moshe, Koilel is called Bnei Yisrael, includes within it, the prayer of Moshe includes within it each and every Jew. V'teichen mizmer mevate, and the contents of the hymn, the chapter of Tillim, expresses umeshakef and projects es hateichen v'ha'avoda. It projects the contents and the service, the Bnei Yisrael, of the children of Israel, atzmam, themselves, b'chol inyaneim, in all their matters. Kevan shemesha hu raya mehemna, since Moshe Rabbeinu is the loyal shepherd, the chol Bnei Yisrael, of all the children of Israel. Kanis karlel, as mentioned above. Ad shebchinas Moshe, to the extent that the factor of Moshe Yeshna b'chol echad ve'echad miYisrael, exists in each and every Jew in the Jewish nation. Ad shetfilah l'Moshe, to the extent that the prayer of Moshe pa'elas alav ba'avidosei has an effect upon each and every one of the individuals of the Jewish nation, and has an effect in our service b'poyal, in actuality, kaniskar le'el, as mentioned above. It is Moshe that gives the power to all these matters in this mizmor, in this hymn of Psalms. Maschil mi'etzem ha'inyan, beginning with the essence of the matter. The tefillah leMoshe isha lakim, a prayer to Moshe, the man of God. Yumshuchu lechol echad ve'echad miYisrael, these will be drawn down to each and every Jew of the Jewish nation, and the Eibishter should help, should it be teichef from Yad Mamish. Ois hey, still have a few minutes. V'yuven ze al pi abir bekefel haloshen va'inyan b'mizbar tzadik, and this will be understood according to the explanation in regard to why why the terminology is doubled over, the concept and the terminology in Mizmar Tzadik in chapter 90. Kefel hen b'mevorach b'tchilas hamizbar. It is it's a doubling over in regard to the one that is giving the blessing at the beginning of the hymn. Tefillah leMoshe, a prayer to Moshe, ve'ish ha'elokim, and the man of God. Ve'hein be'abrocha atzma, and also in regard to the blessing itself, which comes besiyum hamizmar, at the end of the chapter. U'maise yodeinu keinenu aleinu, and the actions of our hands shall become permanent upon us. U'maise yodeinu keinenu, and the actions of our hands shall be permanent. Me'ein ha'inyan de'ish ha'elokim, and this is the similarity to what we see in regard to ish elokim, a man of God. Michetzio lemata, from his loins down, ish, he is a man. Michetzio lemaila, and from his loins up, ha'elokim, he is godly. And this is talking shenemar b'Moshe, that is speaking about Moshe Rabbeinu. Yeshnei b'chol echad ve'echad miYisrael. This exists in each and every Jew in the Jewish nation. Bevchinas Moshe shebei, in regard to the factor of Moshe that exists in each and every one of us. Uvichlolos, and in general, shekol echad ve'echad miYisrael mischalek l'shnei chalokim, that each and every Jew in the Jewish nation is divided to two parts. Neshama v'guf. We have our soul and we have our body. V'nishmosehi, and our soul is chelek elika mimal mamish, a part of Hashem from above, literally. Al derech ha'elokim, similarly to ha'elokim, the Hashem, v'gufei kosher im b'chinas ish, and our body is connected with the concept of ish, the person, the individual, the human being. Yesh v'nivra, which is a material existence and a created existence by Hashem. Ubifrot Yisrael, and in more detail, Hareza hachiluk ben Moshe ve'ish Elokim. This is the difference between Moshe and the man of God. We said it, the terminology is doubled over in regard to the person that's giving the blessing at the beginning of the chapter. Why double it over and say Tefillah leMoshe and then say Ish ha'Elokim? This is Moshe, right? Kanizkel el Sif Gimel, as also mentioned above in the letter Gimel. Ish ha'Elokim, the man of God, Meir al Achibur de B'chinas Ish. This comes and instructs us in regard to the connection that is brought between the factor of Ish, the factor of the human being, which represents Haguf, the body, Im Shem Elokim, with the name of Hashem, Elokim, Begimatria Hateva, which is a numerical value, the word Hateva, nature, the nature, Masha'ein Ken Moshe, and this is as opposed to the name Moshe, Kosher Im Shem Ma Havaya, is connected with the name of Hashem, Havaya, which is Shem Ma. And these two concepts are found by each and every one of the Jewish nation. In regard to the factor of Moshe Rabbeinu that is found in each and every one of us. The two levels that we find in our soul. Bechinas Yisrael Sheba, the factor of Yisrael that is found in our souls, Shekshura Im Shem Havaya, which is connected to the name Havaya, Hashem's name Havaya, Chelik Havaya Imei, a portion of Hashem is with him, or Bechinas Yainkev, and the factor of Yaakov Sheba in the soul. Hakshura Im Shem Elokim, which is connected with the name of Hashem Elokim. Yankov hu Yud Akev. The name Yaakov makes up the word, the word, the two words Yud, the letter Yud, and Akev, heel. Kfisha Yud Shem Havaya. Just as the letter Yud of the name Hashem's name Havaya Yud Kevavke Nishtal Shel B'Tchinas Akev. comes down in a manner of a chain reaction, a chain connection, in the manner of a cave of the soul, the heel, excuse me. The yodei, and his hand, is yud. The yodei, the letter yodei, in other words, the hand of Esav, which are the letters yud. Chezes be'akev Esav. His Yaakov's hand is holding the akev, the heel of his brother Esav. At their birth. And from here we see the differentiation between the neshama that originates from the name of Hashem, Yud Kei Vav Kei, v'haguf, and the body that originates Mishem Elokim, from the name of Hashem Elokim, until the point where from this comes, etc., lemata, down here in this mundane world, achiluk, the differentiation, bein michetzia ulamata ish, between from his loins down he is a man, and from his loins up he is Elokim, he is a godly. The Rebbe goes on to say, Keshem shebiyehudi yeshnam shnei ha'inyonim, the Meisha ve'ish Elokim, ha'Elokim. Just as we see that in a Jew there are these two factors, these two concepts of Moshe and the man of God, so also is in the service. So also we find in the service of every Jew. In the actions of our hands, and as also stressed in the doubling over, the Maisi Odeno, that the actions of our hands, B'siyum HaMizmor, at the end of the hymn of Tehillim, Maisi Odeno Koinena Aleinu, that the actions of our hands should be permanently upon us. Maisi Odeno Koineneo, and the actions of our hands should become permanent. Ha'aveda b'inyanei kedusha, the service in regard to the concepts of holiness, michetziei ulamayla, from one's half upwards, from one's loins upwards, v'aveda b'inyanei reshus, and our service to Hashem in those matters that are not pure, that are not pure holy matters, but they are mundane matters, of the worldly matters, v'choil inyanei ha'olam, matters that have to do with the world, michetziei ulamata, from our loins down, uv'chlolos, and in general, ha'avoda im atzmei, this is the service that one has with oneself, with ourselves, michetziei ulamayla, in other words, from our loins up, and our service in the refining of the world, from our loins down. The Rebbe ends off and says, and we must say, that the power to activate bracha v'hamshocha, blessing and drawing down, bishnei ofanei ha'aveda, in both manners of serving Hashem, where does this come from? It comes from Moshe Rabbeinu. And this is the factor of Moshe that is found in each and every one of us. Through this, that a Jew possesses, Bechinas Moshe, the factor of Moshe, that includes both concepts. The Moshe v'Isha Elokim, of Moshe and the man of God, which, as we said before, is parallel to the neshama, the guf, the soul, and the body of the human being. Behold, this gives each and every one of us, gives him the power to do in a complete manner, in a manner of permanency, the two manners of serving Hashem. Heina Avodah Binyani Kedusha. This includes the service, serving Hashem in matters of holiness, Torah study, and prayer, and so on. Ve'ena Avodah Beveru Ha'elam, and also the service of a Jew in regard to the refining of the world, Bivchinas Chulin, which is the concept of the mundane, Shenasu Altaros HaKedesh, that they become, that they are, that Shenasu, that they become Taras HaKedesh, the purest of holiness. In other words, even the mundane, even the material matters of the world that we serve Hashem through, also become the pure, receive the purity of holiness. Yechi Adonenu Moreinu v'Rabbeinu HaMelech HaMoshiach Chai v'Kayom Le'olam Voed, and Teichef Miyad Mamish Mamish Mamish.